3,458 days ago, an unmanned probe was launched into space. Its destination was the last celestial object in our solar system, Pluto. NASA's New Horizons mission to Pluto arrived at its destination earlier this week, on July 14, 2015. Scientists have much to learn by studying the new data that is being sent back from the probes, and they have already been able to identify many new characteristics of Pluto that were never before imagined. Over the 85 years since its discovery, scientists have learned much about Pluto. Over the last 15 years, they have prepared for this mission that will uncover much more about the mysterious planet. Preparation for this anticipated project began with an excitement for Pluto in a small group of scientists 2 decades ago. Now, this multi-generational project has reached a new chapter in uncovering mysteries of the furthest horizon of space to which we can travel. Before any work on the mission began in 1989, Pluto was just a pixel to us on Earth. Pluto was discovered on March 13, 1930, by an enthusiastic 23-year-old astronomer named Clyde Tombaugh. Since then, scientists have done their best to interpret what Pluto may be like. In 1989, a young group of scientists referred to as the Pluto Underground began working on the Pluto project out of fascination and fervor. These young bloods were eager to begin researching the last frontier that humans could explore. Excited to make new discoveries about our most unknown planet and other icy dwarf planets found in the Kuiper Belt just beyond, the Pluto Underground was really the driving force behind the mission. New Horizons was selected by NASA in November 2001 as an official mission and has been in progress since then. Over 2.5 million work hours later, New Horizons is sending back data to the station. Actually, the probes have been sending back data since January 27th of this year, and will continue to send back data until October 2016, if everything goes as planned. On its way, New Horizons has woken up out of hibernation a total of 18 times, including the final one, to retrieve data on various objects it was crossing paths with on its way to Pluto. This mostly involves taking up-close, high-resolution images of moons and other objects in orbit of other planets. Scientists had to choose what questions about Pluto they most wanted answered, because there was not enough room for all sorts of gadgets on the spacecraft to collect all kinds of data. They only could collect certain types of data. So they concluded they wanted to know 3 main things: what Pluto's surface looks like, what Pluto is made of, and what its atmosphere is like. Then, these scientists had to construct spacecraft that could help answer those questions successfully. Going from a 1-pixel image of Pluto to multiple high-resolution images of its geographical surface is quite exciting. The images that New Horizons has sent back since January have been answering scientists' questions and also raising new ones. The majority of Pluto's surface are now referred to as Sputnik Planum, or Sputnik Plain, because they are expansive frozen plains. There is nothing at all what scientists believe the surface to look like originally. Stranger still is that these craterless plains are less than 100 million years old and are possibly still being developed. The plains are streaked with a network of dark lines a few miles long. They are aligned in the same direction, and scientists believe they might be the result of strong winds. So far, scientists have also begun to understand more about Pluto's atmosphere. It can be up to 1,000 miles above the planet's surface. Previous images of Pluto have only allowed scientists to observe its atmosphere only 170 miles above the surface. What a difference! Another strange thing that scientists have found is an area of cold, dense, ionized gas tens of thousands of miles behind Pluto. This plasma tail trails off due to the ionization of nitrogen gas in the atmosphere, which is then spirited away by solar wind. which is also the phenomena behind the northern lights. Scientists have also found out that Pluto is brighter than we previously imagined. At about 9 p.m. Eastern Time, the view outside would look the way it would at noon on Pluto. Now, scientists are pushing for NASA to approve studying the information that the probes are sending back after it crosses into the Kuiper Belt. This belt is like an asteroid belt, but instead of being filled with asteroids, it's filled with millions of tons times that amount of mass in icy dwarf planets, much like Pluto. Although Pluto was discovered in 1930, scientists have never known so much about it as they do now, and will continue to learn more at an exponential rate. Scientists are hopeful that they will be able to man the mission at least until the probes run out of fuel. For there is a nearby KBO, Kuiper Belt object, that they hope to get images of as well. The curiosity of humans and our desire to uncover the unknown is made an example of through this journey to the new horizon.